They coerced me, asking me to produce my LSK identity card. It's upon that production that I was allowed to access court. You know, unless the court directs that this matter proceeds in camera, a police officer cannot impose an implied camera. We are so disappointed, Your Honor, and we have instructions from our clients that we should seek for the adjournment of this matter until such a time when their relatives will be allowed to come and access and participate in the proceedings. Number two, Your Honor, the defense is ready, able, and willing to stage a protest against the proceedings of today's matter until the gates are open, or we get an explanation from the administrator or this court as to why access to justice is being barred and prevented and inhibited by police officers. Yesterday, Your Honor, you bear me witness that this court was full, the gallery was full, everywhere was full, and we proceeded in a very peaceful way. There was no fracas, there was no violation of any law, there was peace and order. What has now changed? It said that the state does not want the people to come and listen to embarrassing evidence that they have. Because this is the works of the state. The court is being sucked into the circus. The court is not part and parcel of this. But the court must stand and protect access to justice. When the Constitution speaks about access to justice is not just about access by the accused persons, but even the members of the public, because that is a constitutional decree, and a police officer in today's Kenya we will not allow police officers to abrogate the Constitution and amend the Constitution as and when they so wish. And we are therefore stating a protest, Your Honor. Under Article 3 of the Constitution, it provides that everybody has a right to defend and protect the Constitution from violation. We are not proceeding with this proceeding, and we are not intimidating the court. It's our protest against the police officers. It is not a protest against the court. It's a protest against the police officers, against the state. And we do not want to disrespect the court, Your Honor. We therefore wish that you permit us just to leave, so that the world, we can demonstrate to the world that in this country, there are some individuals who are not ready to abide by the law, despite the fact that they swore to defend the Constitution. Is this how they are defending it? And could we perhaps be wrong that we're expecting people to defend the Constitution, yet they might not have read the same Constitution? If they have read this Constitution, they must understand that access to justice is a right, that the court is the only persons who can bar that access in camera. Number 3, Your Honor, we will be ready to hold unto a protest if the commander in charge, the commandant of the police in Nakuru is summoned before this court to come and explain why the roads have been blocked. So, Your Honor, we are ready to proceed, but we have those two issues. Because I am a Kenyan, these people are Kenyans, we must protect this Constitution. It does not belong to the police. It is our work and our duty to defend this Constitution. So, Your Honor, we so beseech you, because we are not able to proceed in this condition, that you allow us to leave. So, as you make your ruling, we have those 3 requests. The first request, Your Honor, is that you order the opening of the gates to the members of the public. Number 2, that Your Honor, you allow us to stage a protest under Article 3 of the Constitution. Number 3, Your Honor, that you summon the police commandant in charge of that operation to come and explain why the gates have been locked. Thank you, Your Honor. And I don't think the DPP has any response, unless he's the one who has instructed them.
There's more submission from our colleagues also, who in a contact similar challenge.
You know, I totally agree with the submissions of my two learned friends. There is obviously panic in the police force as to the way these proceedings are going. And the panic is mainly geared to instill fear and also to deny members of the public and relatives and friends of our clients to hear, as my lion friends put it, the embarrassing stance that besieged the police. Allow us not to take part in these proceedings until the issues raised by my friends about access, summons to the commandant to abide. That's all, Your Honor.
Yeah, we shall heavily protest against the DPP submissions. Unless the DPP is the one who has confirmed this, we highly protest, because this is an administrative issue. Unless the DPP submits and say that they should not access, and that they are under his instructions, then we can have him take the bite of the cherry.
Okay, let's hear what he has to say.
Your Honor, the defense is raising legitimate issues, but it appears that they are very angry. And when somebody is angry, sometimes it interfere with the logical. What Your Honor will need is directions regarding the number of people who can be accommodated in this court. As we are aware, yesterday one prosecution meeting has collapsed in February because of the conditions. We are not even myself throughout the night, I have had challenges because of the conditions of yesterday. The court has a capacity, and it's up to this court to give directions on the amount of people that can be accommodated. Here are the defense has submitted on the, which is correct, that the accused person needs to have the relatives for the proceedings. But how do you know the relatives? So require an identification. Even myself, the room, when I was coming to the court, I was asked for identification. I produced the same, and I was allowed to come to court. So let us not create a very big issue out of this. All the accused persons are in court, the media are in court. So the issue of the proceedings being conducted in camera will not arise. You know, the submission on access to just being denied is not true, because the advocates for the accused persons are in court. And another thing, Your Honor, what they are asking you to allow them to protest is not proper, but it's an attempt, Your Honor, to improperly adjourn the trial of today. Your Honor, yesterday we were in the same situation, and I thought that we came to an agreement. So now we should proceed. And I think it's good also today we come to an amicable agreement on how we are going to proceed, so as to avoid all these, I don't know if I can call them sanctions. The court should not be taken in circus and then by council. It's a matter of direction, so now we are going to proceed. No one is being barred from following the proceedings and from being in this court if the capacity of the court allows you. In addition, Your Honor, I noted also that one of our witnesses who collapsed yesterday was filmed by the media, and the clips are all over the internet, YouTube. We also urge the court to make appropriate directions on how the coverage should be done, so that we avoid the repeat of the same. Would we protect the dignity of the witnesses who are coming forward, and then not the person for that reason. That being said, I request the court to just give directions on how we are going to proceed. As yesterday, the execution is ready to proceed, and we have 6 witnesses in court, Your Honor, as we agreed yesterday. That's all.
You know, if we had a desperate case, such as this one being presented by the prosecution, we will have all the reasons not to participate in the proceedings. So the allegation that it's an attempt to adjourn is misplaced. Number 2, access to justice goes hand in hand with the maxim that justice must not just be done, but must be seen to be done. Who is this to see the execution of justice and the delivery of justice when the members of the public have been locked out? Who is this to see? Who is this witness to see that justice has been dispensed, if it is not the members of the public? Number 2, the issue of the court capacity is an issue. If the court is not having enough capacity, then the judiciary should provide extra mechanisms of ensuring that the people who want to follow these proceedings follows it. They should put tents and perhaps TV sets for people to participate in these proceedings. You know, Mr. Odiek will submit.
Just before you proceed with the
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Dean did ask you yesterday. Yes. And I want to ask you to do us today. Yes. I don't think this is an issue. I think this is an issue that we can discuss and resolve and proceed. Yes. We all agree on the direction that we're going to take. I don't want to enforce any direction. I want us to get some mutual agreement as to the best way of proceeding. And just before you proceed, let me have you proceed.
Yes.
Mr. Prosecutor, for your witnesses allowed, be here. Are you committed to approach the court
Yes, Your Honor, witness.
without difficulty?
You are what?
Yes. Who are these who are outside?
Your Honor, I have no idea.
Yes.
Because as you can see, the court is full.
Mr. Fendiro,
Yes, Your Honor.
your suggestion as to the expansion of the premises well founded, but with the time we have,
Yes, sir.
that may not be possible.
That's correct.
Yes. then counter what happened yesterday.
Yes, sir.
So what I would allow and what I think is not just to allow such population as to be personal.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday's capacity was good.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can we then put it on a certain number of persons today? But I think we can still have some more.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes. Let's just have who we feel ought to be here. So that I know this is first, we need to be very clear that I do not be very direct.
That's where we are, Your Honor. We have not accused the court whatsoever, and the media must note that.
Yes.
That this is not an accusation against the court.
So what we need to do is let us allow as much people as can be accommodated by the court, by the courtroom. I don't know how we are going to have that.
I have a suggestion, Your Honor. I have a suggestion. I want my colleague Maina to withdraw the ones he used as a sideshow. There's no sideshow here.
Yes.
We are mature people and we are very democratic and very patient. The way we sat here yesterday for 12 hours,
Yes.
it shows that we have the temperament and the patience to move this process forward. So there is no sideshow here.
And he began very well.
Yeah. Now,
the
we
issue that
want-
you are raising was legitimate. I don't know how that.
Yes,
that came up
objections
later.
came about. Your Lordship, so that we are able to compromise.
Yes.
You have a very big party
Yes.
out there. And it will take us just 10 minutes to connect a relay from here to outside. All we need is a screen. And we can arrange for a screen out there. So that our other members who cannot be accommodated here can be allowed that parking area, and we have a big screen where the proceedings will be displayed.
Are we able to do that within
Even if it doesn't start now,
Yes.
we can proceed by 2 o'clock. We will make sure we have technicians
Yes,
who can be able to do that.
Just let me someone from the defense, we can have someone from
Yes.
the prosecution.
Yes.
I'll task the court admin
Yes.
to make arrangements to that. If that is possible,
Yes.
workable, then it will pay that.
So that we all move forward.
Yes.
What we want, Your Honor, and we want the DPP to communicate that to the police, because it's the only link between us and the police,
Yes.
that we need respect. We don't want our people being humiliated when they come to court legitimately to see an adjudication which has been brought by the prosecution. So they can't have their cake and eat it. They have brought a case and they are saying they don't want anybody to come and attend the proceedings. Then people out there can say we are making deals here which they don't know, and